A huge welcome, everybody, to our game of the week. Finally, it is here. You can take all that just another game stuff and throw it out. The eyes of the nation are on this field today, and that's what these players live for. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the second-ranked team, the UAB Blazers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Blazers will kick this deep to begin the game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. There will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They're going to run the option. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. And the ball bounces out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage, so no turnover, but no gain.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Wow, opening drive, and they are now backed up 3rd and very long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made it at 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the 1st down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up the 1st down.
The Blue Devils with 1st and 10 here. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st. Good execution on the option.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. It's an option look. It's a quarterback keeper. He'll toss it to the back. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
Well, Chris, if you go back to yesterday, remember the offensive coordinator, he seemed to be very confident in the script that he put together. Now we can see why. Controlling the line of scrimmage, allowing his back to have room to run, and when he can run the football like that, get ready for the play action and deep shots downfield.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
In the red area, it's Bishop. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line. The Blue Devils looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
7, UAB 0.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Down here for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He's solid, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And the same runner's got it again. Breaks loose at the 40. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46. Offense in hurry-up mode.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters and try to take some shots off of play action and keep hammering away with that run game.
And he's got it already past the first down marker. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaking free at the 35. breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Powers through a tackle. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
So here we go. Off the huge gain they set up now suddenly in the red zone for 1st and 10. Send the back in motion. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. On the run, it's Bishop. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll try the option play here. Quarterback still with the football. Plays bottled up and the football is loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. We'll start off the 2nd quarter with a field goal attempt here. And that one straight down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the UAB offense back out there. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? Makes a quick grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Blazers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
On the run here. Let's it go. Looking right. This one caught. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Blazers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Bringing pressure. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Blazers.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And the single back takes the handoff. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. It's an option look. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down play coming up. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He'll toss it to the back. Finding space at the 20. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Blue Devils will come to the line to run the hurry up. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They'll run the option. QB decides to keep it here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Offense looking to throw the ball. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And that one is no good. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
The UAB offense is back out on the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. He's past the marker and still going. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Good enough for a 1st down.
The shotgun running play call. Hard running there, breaking tackles. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
And that's another 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. 2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the junior able to get home with the sack. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break.
Okay, ready?
That sack sets up a 3rd down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Timeout.
And the Blazers will line up to boot it away. And the offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Blue Devils looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. Finds room at the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And the Blue Devils come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. He'll hand it off. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Duke.
Hey, they roll the dice here and decide to be aggressive, and it pays off for a touchdown, and now they have the lead. They've worked themselves back to be in a great position. They got to feel great with how this first half has ended.
Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good, so the lead is 17-14. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
UAB 14.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick it off.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good cover.
18.
The Blazers offense retakes the field now. The linebacker shifting around now. They'll try the option play here. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. The Blazers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Ball handed off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He went for it, and he gets it on the scramble. That is deflating for this defense.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
And the Blazers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Snags the quick throw. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Blazers looking to cash in this red zone trip. They're going to run it. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. No huddle now for the offense. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's complete downfield. Touchdown, UAB. Will take the lead in the second half.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good. The lead is now 4, 21-17. Now they get set to kick it away.
17.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. The back's got it.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Going with the old counter run here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where is that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
The PAT puts him up 3. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
21.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the UAB offense back out there. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Blazers. Still no answer for this offensive machine. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? It's an option look. The quarterback keeps it here. He'll pitch it. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1. Second down.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. That's a short return, but the kick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
The UAB offense is back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. The Blazers tussle to the line to run the hurry up. Ball handed off. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. His offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First down, looking to throw the ball. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
First and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The Blue Devils are going to cash in here in the red zone. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Blue Devils line it up with first and goal. Hand off to the single back. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On second and goal, they'll give him another chance. Fights his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
The coach deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points. Try to run it with the option. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further.
That keeps the score. UAB 35.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, UAB 35, Duke 30.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Going for a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Blazers. It was a foot race and he won it. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy... single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage because right now it is not working.
Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The pocket breaking down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The Blazers offense retakes the field now. They'll hand it off. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Got space looking for the end zone here. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really
fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, UAB.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Devils offense heads back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. And there's the point after.
That kick is good. That makes the score UAB 49-37.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Looking to throw it on first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Blue Devils are in the red zone. They'll run the option. They'll toss it to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, that is going to bring up fourth down now, Chris, and it is critical that they not only go for it, they got to pick up this first down. You're down by a couple possessions. You can't fool around. You got to keep this possession as long as you can and put this ball eventually into the end zone.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a fourth down completion. He's swarmed by the pass rush, a sack to end this drive.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
Here comes the UAB offense back out there. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Well, about the only thing that went right for the offense there, Chris, is they kept the ball in bounds to try to keep that clock moving. The defense does their job. They're just trying to think of any way at all to get that ball out and get the ball back to their offense to have a shot here.
Pitches to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Oh, and the keeper slashing through the defense. Enough for a first down. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Got the first down, now looking for more. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game. And the Blazers getting set on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. The offense now operating in the red zone. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, their hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And at first down, they go right back to him. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at...
And it's caught. Touchdown, Blazers.
Well, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
56-37.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Pitch to the back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
It's a fumble. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Well, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.